Koji Koko. I want to say it was either the Belial or even the Lucilius back then. Back when a lot of people were playing Lucilius at the peak of his power, often as a secondary character. But yeah, very certain we're going to be seeing the full Beatrix that has taken him this far. I don't know why he's button checking with Avatar a lot.
I see it every time. I know he has it in the pocket.
Yep.
This is like a passion pick, but this is not what brought you over to the grand finals, and it's not what we'll be seeing in it either.
Definitely not. Would always prefer to play unless something goes terribly awry, you always want to sit on your main, especially when that main is largely regarded as one of, if not the best character in the game.
Yep. It's a ticking time bomb. I know he was seeing some of the changes from the playtest stations as well. Everyone just reporting into him, tagging him on Twitter, being like, how do you feel about this change? How do you feel about that? He's like, all right, I got to worry about this EVO Grand Finals real quick, man. I'll figure out the patch changes when I get back home.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, Gbvsr definitely took some hits from what we can tell, but, you know, information can go a bit awry sometimes, so we got to wait until that patch drops. Wilness dropping on the 5th of August, I believe, so very, very soon, literally only 3 days from now.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to get back home. We have a couple days to rest up from all the travel, and then we got to do our studying up, both on a new version of the game with some of these EX characters, with a new character dropping in the DLC as well. I'm sure you guys are excited to explore those changes, but I'm sure you're even more excited. Everyone, can we make some noise for our grand finals real quick?
Shout outs to whoever is holding that Wooper plush over there. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
I love Wooper so much.
I'm trying to look back and see if we can see it from the commentator desk, but you guys can see this grand finals. Once again, Paragon's own Zain coming in from the winner's side, and Koji Koko looking to take it through losers. Has to reset the bracket and win twice before Zain can take 3 games in a row.
Paragon Zain versus Paragon Koji Koko here in grand finals. Can we make some noise?
Majesty to the next level. Your words, your delivery.
Commencing test. Trial 1. Start!
Right, slow round start here, looking for the micro walk forward into the 6XL, but Zain just backing up, taking space. The lingering hitbox of that tornado gives us time to set up the EX seals.
That it does. Great backdash to avoid the throw, but Zain active on the offense regardless.
Yeah, stand on business with the tornado, trying to swipe through with the far end, but yeah, a lot of these preemptive spot dodges here from Koji Koko.
Lock on the seal dash right there. Catches the toes.
Yep. Ooh, backdash it out, trying to look for a throw, but nothing found. It's H riding free time.
Lost frame from the M Thunderbird, going to be BC'd immediately. Doesn't want to deal with any of that. And again, that is the strength of Gbvsr when he's cornered. He has access to that huge 5U leap into the Void Light Eraser to just fly across the screen like a hawk. But what an NTF!
Oh no! It's okay. We still keep the meaty situation, not trying to mash off of the scramble on either side, but now Zain, so worse for wear. 1 BP, barely an HP to his name, and a spot dodge on the tornado. That's 50 meter down.
Huge chip damage coming out from that, and the bait on the DP. Koji Koko the one to land all the DPs tonight, but as soon as he sees one, he sniffs it out and blocks it for the KO.
Exactly, master of the reversal, can tell when you're looking for it, and it was looking so desperate in the corner, right? We were 1 hit away from chip damage territory. You had to bust out somehow. There we go, we need 1 straight hit off of the fireball, but again, as soon as we get these seals set, we saw this in the set with Zenith as well, where all of a sudden we're just cranking up the aggression to 200%, so you can never utilize it. It's far L to stop that throw.
Koji Koko incredibly locked in right now, finding all of the hits, not allowing Zain to get anything started on offense, and this is going to be a dominant round, a dominant game for Koji Koko.
Here we go, hot off of the losers momentum. That's game number 1 for the Autumn Beatrix.
Yeah, you just came off defeating your demon right here. You have nothing to lose if you're Koji Koko.
Exactly. All right, stand on business once again in between those 2 seals.
Excellent recognition of the range right there, noticing that that wasn't plus enough for Zain to be able to probably take his turn with something strong.
Yep. Takes his turn with the HDP again, catching out that backdash with the ultimate Star Chaser, but a UDP in Zain's turn as well. Neither of these gamers trying to hold to a block string.
Wow, actually get both hits right there. It's going to be real solid damage, extending with the 2M into the wall bounce. Wow, what a challenge out, and this can be Massive damage. Both those BP gone from the side of Zane.
And it's still got the cinematic as well, that triple attack just barely stabilizing the height, so we're getting all the damage we can off of that SSBA.
Yeah, even if you DP here as Zane, you don't get the KO just yet, so you have to be so mindful. Now the DP is offline, but you still manage to get the hit. The 6-6M and chases Koji Coco down.
The check with the overhead, but it caught the backdash as well. All right, Zane. Some bravery, especially when you're one hit away.
Yeah, the on-spot tornado able to beat out the riding free right there. Beautiful pickup with the anti-air.
Trying to jump over the tornado. We've seen opportunities to, look for the air-to-air, but Zane just waiting for that vertical 2H.
Zane just kind of pummeling with those lights. Finally finding his way out, but still, you're right near the seals. What is the play?
All right, backdash to avoid that pull up with the 6XL.
Another great riding free, and now Koji Coco the one in control. Definitely going to look for that opportunity even.
Oh, poke out. Yeah, we're not trying to deal with the mind games of that Gale Dash. It's BC for BC. 1 BP down each, but spinning on through when you get a full confirm off of that Gale Dash too.
Confirm into the SPA, of course, drain that second BP away. But if you're Zane, you have to be so careful here. One solid hit.
Oh, the spot dodge, but still finding your way back out of the corner. It's 100 meter, it's Delta Clock, it's one-touch territory for both of these gamers. Delta Clock straight into the SPA, it's triple attack once more.
Not sure if this is going to be enough off of the 2L scaling, excuse me.
Yeah.
But huge chunk of damage, gets the game right here.
Go. Ooh, I was gonna say Zane builds up the 50 meter faster, but Koji Coco saw two before that's even a factor. Tied up on the rounds.
Trial 3.
Once again, the seals have been set up. Space this time to be plucked, but the DP once again from Koji Coco. Ooh, magnificent air, but a little bit too high up in order to actually get the conversion.
Exactly, no way to catch on the ground, but does catch the 5U on the way back down with that close M counter hit. Baits out the DP, like you said, Viram, the master of sniffing out these reversals.
Link into the H Thunderbird to maximize the damage here as well. Beautiful combo from Koji Coco. Once again, one hit away from death is Zane.
Ooh. Just barely off the backdash, right outside of range of that far H, chipping away with the far L. You do not need a heavy hit to seal the game.
Yeah, Koji Coco just playing this very patient, knows he doesn't need to overextend with anything.
Ooh. Walk it back, and Thunderbird does the job. Tried to poke out for Zane, but now Koji Coco coming in from the loser's side is 2 up. All right, but still stoic, knows he has a long road ahead, even if it is a 3-0 from the loser's side.
That he does, of course, he does need to win 2 sets here against Zane, who only needs to win 1. Still looking very, very good for Koji Coco so far.
We know these Paragon gamers are capable of the reverse sweep, so, I mean, we saw Koji Coco pull that off in the loser's side to stay alive when he was down 2-0, but does Zane have that same energy, that same grit in him to bring it back here before we get that reset?
He's going to need it if he doesn't want this set to go the full distance, if he doesn't want this grand finals to go the full distance.
Grimnir versus Beatrix.
Head to head once more with the full focus going into game number 3.
Let the duel begin. Round 1.
Getting the Nia theme this time, Deathbound Love, and a great start once again for Koji Coco.
Coming out from Zane, that's BC.
Goes to the 6-6M in that position of all times.
Yeah, right?
So little to gain, but a lot to potentially lose there. Still working out in Zane's favor.
Ooh. Here we go, surviving the onslaught of the fireballs, the ultimate version as well, and still able to find the neutral jump to punish. Up against the corner now, Zane back in full force.
Yep, ending with the U Void Light Erasure, gonna set up that H Fireball. Wow, the challenge right there actually prevented Zane from getting the throw, but Zane nonetheless is going to take this round in a much more dominant fashion.
There we go, you try and challenge, you guessed on the throw correctly, but still the tornado right behind, hedging that bet.
Feels good.
Indeed.
Round 2. Commence.
Big spot dodge on the far end. Koji Coco takes the opportunity to run it down.
Chasing and peppering that block once again with those lights. Ooh, beautiful M Thunderbird for the punish on the 6XL. And this is going to lead to a nice chunk for Koji Coco.
Here we go. Next hit's not quite going to kill unless we get a heavy counter hit starter, so might be seeing a U Thunderbird Link just fine to spend the meter on that ultimate Star Chaser. Ooh, got there, no confirm.
Yeah, with the far medium. With a trade, but working once again in Zane's favor.
Yeah, walk it out, threaten the TK air dash for some plus frames, but instead we just pull up with a Psycho Crusher, the Death-Right Tempest. Ooh, Z-Dash doesn't consume that last seal, so looking for the far L to be a little bit more greedy with our turns.
Actually not converting into the SBA right there would have drained Koji Coco's second VP. Nice defense from Koji.
Yeah, he's holding on strong to the meter, but holding on strong with his Delta Clock. We've seen it once, we'll see it again. Triple attack into the SSBA, but it was an H-Riding free starter this time.
This might be it as a result. Ooh, just shy of the KO, the meaty Star Chaser and the LDP, the Embrace Sword.
I really thought that was going to be the kill. We saw a scaled starter the last time, so I thought we had extra damage in the tank, but like you said, set up perfectly for the chip damage.
Very, very nice.
All right, Koji on reset point now, but gets caught out with the double gale dash.
And off of this far line, this is so much damage, and you're going to have the time to set up those seals again. Not quite, actually, the cooldown, but now it's back and raring to go. Double up, get a massive chunk of damage.
Yeah, having those seals available on the ground just extends the combo so much longer, so much extra damage, and now you're guessing of an off-screen 50-50. I got hit. But so did Zane off of the Delta Clock instead. Not going for the SSBA this time. We have so much more health to work with, and we want to have more meter to threaten this ultimate fireball.
BC from Zane, but another one from Koji Coco. Oh! Okay, no bite from Zane right there.
Yeah.
Keeping discipline on the defense.
Okay, Spot Dodge didn't want to go for an anti-air, but Zane puts a game on the board now.
Huge for Zane right there, just shifting that momentum, making sure that Koji doesn't go into the next set with a 3-0 and preventing the reset at all right now.
Yeah.
Let the duel begin. Round one. Commence.
We got, okay, just waiting on the other side, looking to whip punish that 6XL. Stuck in the corner, you have the lingering hitbox. Had to spend so many seals just to bring ourselves back to mid-screen.
Trading the JL with the close light right there. That's kind of a risky option to go for in that situation. Could potentially miss the raw U riding free from across the screen. Nice powerful starter right there for Koji Coco.
Had your life on it, and it worked out well, trying to go for the full screen seal set, but Zane caught in the corner. Now we consumed it to escape, but still down 50-60%. Ooh, yeah, dash caught up by the U fireball. We see that a lot on both sides.
Yes, exactly. Both these full screen U fireballs. Nice catch with the jump right there. Koji gonna close this out and get another round on the board. Another set point for Koji Coco.
There we go. Beautiful pickup off of that riding free just to get a little bit more corner carry. Not that it mattered. We had the damage we needed. Koji, can we seal the reset? Right behind. There we go. Death-Right Tempest to stop you.
Very preemptive with the spot dodge right there. Koji's just trying to look for an opportunity to start that offense, and there it is. 60% for good measure as well.
Ooh. The XDP just to stop the momentum in its tracks. A beautiful spot dodge. 2 more seals still available. Gotta watch the TK dash.
Yeah, Koji Coco just hovering at this range where he can react to them. Goes for the frame trap this time with the Sapphire Slash and chases Zane down with the 6XL.
Chunking away at the damage. Should be a U Thunderbird Link once again because we know it's not lethal, but next one builds up the 100 to kill.
A big counter 6XL coming out from Zane right there. Doesn't get the extension after the H fireball though.
Yeah. Ends up mid-screen, but still fine to stand right on top of the seals. Threatens so much.
Nice throw coming out from Koji Coco. I believe right now a nothing is forever would be enough. And look at all the chip damage from that U Thunderbird.
Oh my god, it's the double hit into the shockwave, just chewing away at the HP without even needing an actual hit.
Oh, huge backdash right there, and that is going to be a bracket reset for Koji Coco.
There we go. Coco brings you back down into the loser's side with him. This set is for all the marbles.
I only just noticed
Yeah.
Zane with the Sajam cap. It's so cursed.
I've seen so many of those stickers. I've seen Sejam Catalina. I've seen Okwak Cap. Like there's a lot of them floating around. I've seen some SSR pulls from you guys.
Sajam Rice Shower.
Oh yeah, that one goes hard. I gotta say, he's got the already there chat room unique skill. That's a pretty sick sticker, I'm not gonna lie. We can personalize our badges as well, but Koji Coco once again rocking that default. Just big chillin'. We got the Mudkip in the photo as well over there on the side. All the personality in these top 8 photos.
Yeah.
Gone are the days of the esports pose.
Too many goofy little goobers here in the Grand Blue scene to just opt for the boring, bland esports pose.
Exactly. Have a little fun with it. We're heading into our grand finals reset. Everyone make some noise one more time for our final set.
Magnificent.
Oh, we got a lovely little OST going on too.
This is Galleon's theme, I believe.
It is.
They're cringe.
She's such a dork, man. Big fan, big fan. Affectionate, by the way.
Impressive catchphrase. But just for the sake of offering my personal opinion, I felt like you could really take your majesty to the next level. Your words, your delivery.
Say crank the charisma, crank the cringe up to 200%. One more set here. Both of these gamers down in the loser's side, fighting for that tournament point.
And already Koji Coco off to the races with that 6XL, chasing Zane down, not allowing him to get anything started.
Yeah, straight out of the gate. So many of these round starts, we've seen lingering hitbox of the tornado into EX seals, but Koji Coco doesn't even give you the chance. The first time we've seen that JU to swap up the air momentum too.
Wow, converting off of the M5 will have that range into 6XL, unable to get anything afterwards though.
Yeah, just a little bit too spaced out for that H fireball to link, and now getting back down into the corner. Oh, tricky little side swap back out.
Another throw coming out from Zane. Don't fall victim to wanting to throw tech. That is exactly what every Grimnir wants. Still gets hit.
I thought it would just be a little bit too spaced out. I'm sure Koji Coco looking for the same reaction, but there we go. The poke out with the 2L post scramble.
With the lights, of course. Koji's so good at layering those. And again, another catch on the backdash, and nothing is forever. Almost enough.
A big bonk. I thought that would have been lethal off of the 5U, but you Star Chaser, that ultimate fireball, once again does the job.
Yeah, excellent usage throughout this entire set. Honestly, from both players with their U fireballs, they've been catching a lot of backdashes.
Yeah. So trying to maintain that space, right? Put yourself at perfect M riding free distance, put yourself at the space where you're free to send out the EX seal, but brought back down to earth, catches up the match from Koji Coco.
A complete 180 of what we just saw in the previous round. Now Zane, the one in complete control.
CC back out once again, looking for the throw tech, but instead catches out the recovery frames of the spot dodge. We're up against the corner with 100 meters to our name. Let's tie up the rounds real quick.
Very, very nice from Zane.
Now thou knowest the war god's might. Perfection!
Round 3, begin.
Swinging out through with the far edge, but once again, we've seen this round start once. We'll see it 1,000 more times. Finally, an EXDP blocked out and walked out from Zane, and so much damage off of the double gale dash.
Yeah, this is absolutely massive damage right now. Half your HP gone into some of the strongest Gbvsr in the game as well.
Exactly. Top 1 offense, self-admitted. We got the ultimate. Star Chaser, once again, the fireball to bring us back mid-screen.
Wow, beautiful check with the far light, even on after the close heavy, excuse me. Ooh, trading fireballs and going under the Deathrite Tempest right there. Lost frames of BC, no BP on the side of Zane right now, but just off on that conversion.
Yeah, the deep dash off of the 6-6-H, just waiting for you to land back down. No 5U to be seen, no DP either, but catches you with the jump in. Koji Coco, one more game up in the reset.
Play nice, kids.
Koji Coco on absolute fire right now.
Knock it out, run on spot dodge.
Run throw from Zane. We've been seeing a lot of backdashes from Koji to deal with those, but now they're starting to land their mark a little bit more. There's the throw this time from Koji Coco. A second for good measure. Can we get a third?
Oh, looking for the shimmy this time, but no throw whip to be seen. Just poke out with the 2L.
Nice positioning from Koji Coco right there, not allowing Zane to get the screen positioning.
Ooh. Okay, ended up minusing your face, but we're still safe. We keep that space.
Crest of wings. A stroke of genius.
Double wind crest in the middle here. Set up the 4 seals manually, but the 2H clean pickup into wall bounce. You riding free.
Yeah, not quite close enough to the corner to get a bigger extension right there, but still you will take what you can get. And another backdash catch with the U fireball.
Again, trying to get back out to our optimal space, but when you have that 50 available, it's terrifying. You might be eating a knockdown, and you're eating chip in the corner too. Knocked out with this 6-6L counter, and Koji with another round.
The delay timing from both players. Koji scouting out that timing where Zayn wanted to contest absolutely beautifully.
Alright, Tornado once again. Deja vu action once again. Pick up with the 2M. We didn't have the seal set. It's on cooldown.
Seals are back and available as cancel options if need be. Lovely throw.
Oh, air stall, but it was the walk out from Koji Coco. Not a full confirm, but ends up walking out in turn. It's that Dragon Ball FighterZ energy from Zayn to swap the sides once more. This revolving door of the corner as you gotta eat this off-screen 50-50.
And there's the low right there from Zayn, keeping Koji Coco on his toes.
Shot a ton of high earlier on into the set, or previous sets rather. There we go, dying with that 100-meter.
Round 3. Begin.
Once again, this time Koji going for the more aggressive round start, but Zayn ready to deal with it.
Spot out to the 63, nothing found off of the spin, and no cancel into the Gale Dash.
I love that right there, Koji going for the DP to beat out the throw in the clash.
Yep. 5U ender, yeah, went for the low option, so not able to avoid the UDP, or safe jump it rather.
The plus frames off the H-Star Chaser right there. Zayn able to get some space and contest it with the 6XL.
No backdash caught off that ultimate tornado, but still finding a couple light confirms to push you back into the corner where our seals are still set.
Beautiful defense coming out from Koji. Nice challenge right there. Not quite in the SSBA range to truly get that Delta Clock damage, but still.
Throw medium fireball. Gonna catch another backdash. I know we're looking at the fully loaded guns, but swings with the 5H only to get caught with ultimate tornado.
Oh, huge catch right there with the U Thunderbird. He knew that Zayn was tweaking with those spot dodges. He's gonna get a huge confirm off of it. Massive jump right there for Zayn, and he gets a huge pickup as well. This is gonna be the game to even up the set, 1-1.
There we go, an errant spot dodge, like you're saying, right? Off of M Thunderbird, H Thunderbird, that would have worked out, but it's the shockwave of that ultimate, that lingering hitbox that catches out the recovery and is so tricky. So willing to spend the 50 on it, didn't quite kill off of it though, so off of another side swap. Zayn staying alive here in the Grand Finals reset.
Yeah, unfortunately didn't have the resources to commit to another U skill afterwards to really maximize that damage, but Zayn keeping it together in beautiful fashion right now.
Yeah, truly stoic on both of their expressions, finally letting the 2U rock.
And good catch with the riding free, plus frames with the Thunderbird, and you can see Koji Coco is using those Thunderbirds from those spacings where Zayn can't just walk under.
Exactly, spaced out to guarantee those plus frames. At least that's one BP down.
Comes the safe jump, the delay, the slight delay on that close light this time. It's going to lead to a ton of damage and the SBA conversion.
Exactly, catching up the fuzzy mash timing from Zayn here. Now you're getting an SBA for it. One more throw could kill with this extra damage.
Warns yourself, but it's not going to matter. The nothing is forever. It's going to seal it regardless.
Yep, jump through JU. 5U does the trick.
Round 2. Begin.
Let's try it.
Snap that once more. Let's backdash it out. Nothing's that Red Tempest. Just put ourselves right in Koji Coco's face. Finally, we have the corner situation for Zayn.
Gets a throw this time again at a timing where the tornado is gone. A second throw for good measure.
Yep. Ooh, didn't go for an air throw instead. Went for the air-to-air JL after the Apex. Able to find a pickup too.
Huge counter hit BC from Koji, able to get out the corner. Now you have a real chance here.
Behind the back of the JM. No catch on Koji Coco, but it escapes the corner only to get Delta clocked once again. Let's even up that HP.
Organic comeback begins right here, right now for Koji Coco. What's the play from Zayn in order to contest, knowing that he has 0 BP?
Thunderbird, that's the end of your turn. Trying to catch out a jump from Zayn, but once again the Delta clock is back up. H riding free. Koji Coco one more step closer to sealing it out for a tournament point.
Yeah, the Delta clock didn't really matter in that particular situation. He was close enough to the corner to be able to get the wall bounce. However, as you mentioned before, now one game away from becoming your EVO 2025 champion. Can he go the final distance? Can he leap over the final hurdle? Will Zayn make that comeback?
Back to character select here. I know we're sticking with the Grimnir, but we need some time to recompose. Stop that momentum, even if it's outside of the game, and give yourself a little bit of time to breathe.
Grimnir.
Right. Back on into it for our potential final game. Zayn, can we bring this back to another game 5?
Beatrix.
There we go. The crowd blending the energy right now, saying, Zayn, we want to see at least one more game after this. Game 4 is not enough. We want to see it go the distance. But is there going to be enough in the tank? Spot up from the EX Fireball is clean, but again, another far L and close L punish, or check rather, from Koji Coco.
Goes to the tick grab this time. We haven't really been seeing that too much. Now another layer, another option to consider on defense for Zayn. Gets a huge hit on the raw Star Chaser right there. And again, the U Thunderbird Ender.
Full pick up, guard jump once again, looking for a shimmy off the back. That's just put ourselves at that perfect far L range. Ooh, oh, committed to the 2H, but again, that Z-dash to bait out the anti-air. That's what we've been seeing so often from Zayn, but Koji Coco finally bites.
Yeah, it looks so close in landing that 2H as well. It was so barely off the mark. Good tech from Zayn to keep alive, but that 2-2M is gonna do it. Koji Coco now one round away from becoming your EVO champion.
It's Zayn, how do we stop the momentum? We took a breather at the rematch, but Koji Coco's still hot. Hold on. Send out the lingering tornado and we catch you with the Psycho Crusher. There we go. Against the corner once more. 5U for the backup, but Koji Coco catches you on the way back down. You don't want to spend the Gale Dash. I'm going to pull up with the 5U.
Right, crucial BC right there. Wanted to get back to his seals, and Zayn is going to capitalize beautifully right here. Goes for the seal setup instead. Locks it all out. Great defense from Koji. But gets an opening, and there we go. Finally, the throw is baited.
There we go. It only took the trickiest sandwich setup we've seen with the tornado. As soon as it blocks, it gets right back on you. But 5, 6, 7 Gale dashes for 1 kill on Zayn's side. Koji Coco still on tournament point, but some wins back in Zayn's sail.
Can Zayn take this to the game 5, or will Koji Coco close the book on EVO 2025 for Grand Blue?
We'll want to see one more chapter, but how long is the book? We're pulling up. Close L for Koji Coco. Refresh the plus frames with that EX Fireball.
Thunderbird available as well if he wants extra plus frames there. Good far heavy from Zayn. Oh, the Hurtbox extension actually prevented the fireball from coming up, but a huge 2H from Koji Coco. He's close enough to the corner. Not quite. Even with the micro dash to sweep, not enough.
Go, the 2U just a little bit short. Still such a big life lead here for Koji Coco. Once again, 50 meter on both sides, but you extended your Hurtbox on the side of That Raging Strike was not what you wanted, but Koji Coco finds the punish that he needs. No meter to pick this back up. The Raging Strike isn't quite gonna kill. We have Raging Chain and one more behind it. Koji Coco is your EVO 2025 champion.
The Prince has finally risen up to become the king here at EVO 2025. An incredible showing throughout this entire bracket from Koji Coco. Coming in to the top 8 from the loser side, winning every set in his way, defeating every obstacle, conquering his demon in Tororo, and taking the grand finals against Zayn in a dominant fashion. Incredible stuff to this young prodigy here at EVO 2025.
And the margin of error is so terrifying down in the loser side. We were one round away from seeing that run cut early, but still off of that momentum, played hot and survived in the loser side. But still such a stellar showing in that grand finals. Everyone, can we give it up one more time for Zayn?
Truly some of the finest Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising we've ever had to date. And of course, we didn't even mention the fact that this is an ARC World Tour Platinum qualifier. So that means Koji Coco is guaranteed now to make ARC World Tour Finals, the instant qualification. Once again, we are back with the PlayStation Tournaments replays presented by PlayStation.
There we go. Yeah, so many times, we talked about the old fireballs on both sides, catching out the back dashes, and also just catching out attempts to dash block, and we weren't quite ready for the spot dodges.
Of course, there was the reset right there. getting another game shortly afterwards. The jump, meaty, jump heavy. Now, on our way towards the end of the set. Once again, the third game